آله الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحابه الغر الميامين وعلينا معهم أجمعين بمنك اللهم وكرمك وجودك يا أكرم الأكرمين ويا أجود الأجودين ويا أرحم الراحمين. أما بعد، أيها الإخوة والأخوات الأحبة في الله، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
It gives me great pleasure to be with you here this evening. I count it as a great honor and an opportunity to serve. And I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make this gathering hujjatul lana la alayna. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make this gathering proof for us in the life of this world and in the hereafter. And that Allah will not make it proof against us. Everything that we hear and do can be divided into these two. If it is not proof for you, it is proof against you. We appeal to Allah, we beg Him, we beseech Him to make this as a very cogent proof for us on the day of Qiyamah.
Amen.
My dear brothers and sisters in Allah's deen, let me first and foremost, with every sense of humility, tell you that I am not a Sheikh. I'm just a student of knowledge, a passionate student of knowledge. And you know that when the learned people are not around, small people like us will step into their very big shoes, which is, is apparently oversized, so that there will be no vacuum. So I pray to Allah, أن يشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. It's just simple. I do not have much to say. Than first and foremost to thank all of us for the good job that we have been doing, and to beseech Allah to reward us most abundantly.
Amen.
And that everything that we do, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it as acts that is done liwajhihil kareem, to seek the good countenance of Allah. We beg Allah that He should not allow shaitan to have any part of it at all.
Amen.
Be that as it may, my dear brothers and sisters, let me tell you that shaitan is always sad. Shaitan is always sad and disappointed. Even though Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has told him when he boasted before him, لَآتِيَنَّهُمْ مِنْ بَيْنِ أَيْدِيهِمْ وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ وَأَنْ أَيْمَانِهِمْ وَأَنْ شَمَائِلِهِمْ وَلَنْ تَجِدُ أَكْثَرَهُمْ شَاكِرِينَ. That is the boast of shaitan before Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. He said, فَبِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي, for the fact that you have condemned me and consigned me to eternal damnation. Okay, I will waylay them. Those people, the children of Adam, I will waylay them. I will lay ambush for them. لَآتِيَنَّهُمْ مِنْ بَيْنِ أَيْدِيهِمْ. They will find me in front of them. وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ. I will be behind them. وَعَنْ أَيْمَانِهِمْ. To their right they will see me. They will feel me. وَعَنْ شَمَائِلِهِمْ. To their left they will see me. They will feel me. And you will never find most of them being grateful to you.
Allahu Akbar. Yes, salam.
So that's the boast of Shaitan. But even Shaitan made exception. He said, إِلَّا عِبَادَكَ مِنْهُمُ الْمُخْلَصِينَ. Except such of them who are your sincere servants and who have kept their ibadat pure for you alone. وَقَلِيلٌ مَا هُمْ. But these people are very few and far between. Shaitan is always happy. Shaitan has given up hope. Shaitan has given up on all of us. He has given up that the chances that we will revert to unbelief is zero. So he is not even interested in our disbelief. The chances that we will become mushrikun is very narrow, and he's not even interested in that. But he's interested in, polluting our good deeds. Is interested in interfering with our nijat. Shaitan is very much interested when it comes to ikhlas, so that it will pollute it. So that we will pray and then show off will enter, our hearts, and will fall into shirk riya, so that we'll give sadaqah and riya will enter it, so that we will form brotherhood, and he will bring al-adawat wal-baghdha. He will bring enmity. He will bring bad blood. Then these are the things he has given up on, big kaba'ir, but he's still very hopeful that he can catch us, because, there are areas that Shaitan can easily exploit. If you recall, when you were doing walima and I was here, I was so grateful to Allah. I was so impressed, and I felt so challenged that all of us here, quite a number of us here, we have been together for so many years. The things that we could not do back at home, we have come to the land of Kufr, and we're doing wonders. We're better, we're doing much better than we have ever done at home. So I was happy, I felt challenged, and I felt afraid. I felt afraid for 3 reasons. Number one, I was afraid for the children who were graduating, and I expressed my fear. Beautiful children that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. They are just gifts of Allah. Allahu Akbar. And at a very tender age, when so many of us were still playing around, they have been able to memorize the book of Allah through your efforts, your organization, your perseverance, your contributions. This is remarkable. But my fear for them is that, for how long can we keep these children they will go out, they will mix with the larger society. They will be distracted by the, everyday challenges of life. We will not have succeeded until 20 years from now, and we'll see our Hufaz, children who have graduated, they are still Hufaz, they are still better. They have neither forgotten because they have gotten an opportunity to do muraja, and they have not been polluted. Because if you go to other parts of the world, where people do Hifz al-Quran at very young age. One day I was in Mecca and I took a cab. The taxi driver was from Morocco. Apparently he had come to Saudi Arabia for greener pasture. He was a Hafiz of the Quran. Then we were interacting. And he told me that he's Hafiz. Now, well, I was excited. But then what followed really disappointed me. One, I found him to be a chain smoker. I had to complain. Two, I discovered that, yes, at some point in his life, he had done hifz of the Quran, but it is like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about the Yahud, مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا. Those who are given the Torah and they have virtually memorized it, but their life is the exact opposite of what is in the Torah. Allah said their example is كَمَثَلِ الْحِمَارِ. They are like donkeys. يَحْمِلُ أَسْفَارًا. That is laden with books. Donkeys don't read books. They are only burdened with it. They only carry it about. May Allah not make our children like unto donkeys.
Ameen.
Who carry about books. The books will not benefit the donkeys and will not benefit anyone. That's number one. Number two, my fear for this community was Shaitan would be so enraged that this is the land of banality. This is the land of bestiality. This is the land of unbridled freedom. Why have you come to disturb the flow of people into Jahannam? Why? What mission do you have here? I have left you in your area, and now you are invading my territory. You are violating my territorial integrity. Okay, and we will see. I was afraid that Shaitan will create al-adawat wal-baghdha between you. I was afraid for you, like, a pupating butterfly. A pupating butterfly is in danger because of its ingenuity, because of its success. You know, before butterfly becomes butterfly, it will have become the first, one of the stages there, it will be a pupa. That's what insects and other, predators will be after. Now, I liken this community to that. You are still pupating, not yet a butterfly. And that is the greatest stage of danger. I'm afraid. My third fear for this community then was beautiful. What else could we ask for? We have come this far. How further could we go? And ever since then, this community had been my reference point for people back at home. It has been an instrument for me to poke and challenge them. It has been a source of personal pride for me. And that is why, as a show of my appreciation and support, I encourage as many people as I know to also come and contribute, even if it is with their presence, to this community. But I know from experience that the life of every community is like the life of every individual. There will be tests, there will be trials, there will be travails, there will be tribulations. By the way, my understanding of a community, a Muslim community, is not that of saints. My understanding from history of a Muslim community is a community of saints and sinners. No community is ever complete if they are only a community of saints and they don't have sinners. I have never read in history, in the Quran, in the Hadith, in the Seerah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent not even one single prophet to good people. No, you will never find evidence. Prophets were always sent to terrible people. So, every society, every community, particularly a Muslim community, must have its resident population of mukhalisun, sincere people, munafiqun, muzabzabin. Otherwise, that community will not be complete. If it were possible for communities to be without these characters, it would have been the community of Medina. But check out the Quran and see what Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said about Medina, about Mecca. The Meccans were kuffar. They were straight. They would say, Inna bima ursiltum bihi kafirun. You know? we are disbelievers in what you have brought. In fact, one day, the Arab said, hey, enough. What's this? You are disturbing us.
Allah.
You are pestering our lives. And they turned their eyes to the sky and said, Allahumma, in kana hadha huwa al-haqqa min indik, fa'amtir alayna hijaratan min as-sama' aw i'tina bi'adhabin alim. Can you beat that? The Prophet ﷺ was inviting them. And he said he was pestering them. And they turned their eyes to the sky and said, Allahumma, oh Allah, in kana hadha huwa al-haqqa min indik. If what this one is saying is the truth from you, فَأَمْتِرْ عَلَيْنَا حِجَارَةً مِنَ السَّمَاءِ, then send rain, of fire and brimstone from the skies, from the heavens. Or punish us severely, so that we will know that truly you have sent him.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahumma salli.
You cannot beat that.
Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina. Allahumma salli.
There's a verse of the Quran. Each time I read it, I become overwhelmed. Allah said, وَجَعَلْنَا بَعْضُكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ فِتْنَةً أَتَصْبِرُونَ. Allah said, we have made some of you fitna for one another.
Allahu Akbar.
Will you be patient?
Allahu Akbar. Ya Allah.
So it's virtually impossible for a community to exist. And there will be no wrongs. And there will be no misunderstanding. And there will be no backbiting. Except that I trust women, they don't backbite. They are the only set of people that I trust. You will never find them backbiting. They don't slander. They don't lie. And they're very beautiful people. They don't cause trouble at home. Even at home, they don't complain. They are satisfied with whatever you give them. I'm sure nobody here will controvert me.
We pray. We pray.
Well, because that is Allahu Akbar Kabira. Ya Rab, Ya Rab. So therefore, I admonish you. Just like the Prophet ﷺ has admonished us in a hadith. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had said, أحبب حبيبك عونما عسى أن يكون بغيضك يوما وابغض بغيضك هونما عسى أن يكون صديقك يوما. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He said, Ahbib Habibak, love your beloved, up to a point, but draw a line. Asa an yakuna baghidaka yawman. Perchance one day he could become your enemy. وَبُغِضِ بَغِيضَكَ هَوْنَمًا. Hate your enemy. Only up to a point and no further. Because one day he could become your friend.
Ya Allahu Akbar Kabir. Salam. Salam. Salam.
وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لتكونوا شهداء على الناس ويكون الرسول عليكم شهيدا. Just have we made you a justly balanced community. Look, and I salute the courage and the perseverance of our Imam. One of the toughest things to assume is leadership. What does it entail? It entails that you're 5 steps ahead of the community all the time. Knowledge is not enough. Knowledge, wisdom, patience, perseverance, strictness, and softness in proportion. You are soft, like Allah told the Prophet, وَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَظًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. It is by the grace of Allah that you are gentle, you are lenient unto them. If you become too stern, then
Run away.
you run away. It is the same Allah who told the Prophet, جاهد الكفار والمنافقين واغلظ عليهم. وَلِيَجِدُوا فِيكُمْ غِلْظَةً. So it's balanced. Times you are gentle, you are cool. And times you are stern and hot. One of our imams used to say, once you are an imam, then it means you have been perpetually deprived of sleep at night and rest during the day. The imam is the intellectual. The intellectual is not the one who speaks the most English. He's not the one who reads the most book. But he's the one who combines learning, character, tact, understanding, organizational ability, conflict resolution and management, and a host of others. Perhaps this is why they call him Alpha. All right? And I understand, I was told that Alpha is some kind of corruption of Alif. One man that is the equivalent of 1,000 men. So, now what is the implication of Ahbib Habibaka? Is that as a community, we are expected to be brothers. لا تحاسدوا ولا تباغضوا, and the rest that the Prophet said in that hadith. And he ended, وَكُونُوا عِبَادَ اللَّهِ إِخْوَانًا. Be servants of Allah, brothers. But Allah knows that there will be quarrels. He knows that there will be misunderstanding. Allah knows that Shaitan will tempt us ego will come. You know, ego is faster than the speed of light. And it's more laser than all of the nuclear arsenal combined. Ego destroys from within. And it is ego that has destroyed Shaitan. We're told that Shaitan worshipped Allah, was a jinn, kana min al-jinn. He was not an angel. And he worshipped Allah for 6,000 years without committing a sin. But because of the pride of one moment.
As-salam.
This 6,000, we do not know whether it is based on يوما عند الله كخلف سنة مما تعدون. We don't know whether that is the calculation. A day with Allah is equals to 1,000 years of your own reckoning. We don't know whether that 6,000 years is based on this calculation or is based on the calculation of 24 hours make one day. Whichever calculation is based on, 6,000 years is great. It's a lot. There's probably no living human being that can tell us the story of what happened 6,000 years ago. And he will say, or she will say authoritatively, I was there.
Salam.
I was an eyewitness. I doubt if there is anybody, any living human being who can even tell us the story of 1,000 years ago. And he will say, I'm an eyewitness. So I urge you, when Shaitan brings ego to destroy you from within, recognize it. This community must be preserved by the grace of Allah. You know the danger? If anything happens to this community, I fear, I'm really greatly afraid that the statement of Allah in the Quran about some people